Sejam bem-vindos ao meu canal, eu sou o Billy e hoje, Domingão, é dia de Chernobylite. Vamos estar continuando onde a gente parou aqui. Eu já fiz a missão dos binóculos aqui já. Passei o dia, acho que eu vou ter que dormir de novo. Tentar fazer a simulação da Tatiana aqui, deixa eu ver. Mulher de vestido vermelho. Vai dar certo, vambora. Mesmo faltando documento. Agora sim. Caramba. Bagulho bizarro, velho. Olha o que tinha dentro. Nossa, ela tá lá dentro. Que bagulho louco, velho. Ela com certeza tá ali dentro.
You're absolutely sure about that, Professor Semonov?
Ah não, Seminove.
Logical explanation. How else would Amelieva's gamma brainwaves be able to interact with Chernobylite if it wasn't at least partially sentient? And what about the gate?
Some advanced form of telekinesis.
Caramba, será que ela consegue controlar as sombras? Que bagulho doido, velho. Tá bonitão esse laboratório, hein? Isso. Caraca. Fazia tempo que eu não vi uma parte nova.
That's not a sufficient explanation, not by a long shot.
But if what you're saying is true, that would mean that the wormholes are... No, that is impossible.
Why impossible? Think about it. Just because we've never seen an organism powerful enough to create, withstand, or even direct the exotic energy found near black holes doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Tá, eu quero saber se ela tá viva. O Seminole falou que ela tava na usina, mas será que ela tá viva? Eu quero saber.
So these fractal tunnels, they're also organic. So we're what? Traveling through the veins of a giant multi-dimensional Moby Dick?
Right now, thanks to his trials, only the Black Stalker is. And if you like to play with metaphors, I would say more like a giant multi-dimensional squid.
And that would make the shadows, what? Some kind of external white blood cells?
Já é muito complexo daí. Eu não sou cientista. Caraca, tá bonitão esse laboratório. Olha, velho, que louco. Olha, velho. Nossa, que bizarro.
I quite like that theory. They are here to nourish the main host and protect it from intruders and diseases.
Us?
Most of us, yes.
Shadows emerged through the unstable gate, so you don't think it was retaliation or an invasion?
No. I would rather call it the reaction of an organism that was attacked by something foreign.
O que seria isso?
By foreign, you mean our test subjects. So shadows are some sort of antibodies.
Exciting, isn't it? And Amelieva is like the correct protein, the conduit. She can communicate with the beast, but the beast can also speak through her.
I've seen what happened to subjects who were exposed to Chernobylite. Getting some FaceTime with this must be unsettling.
Será que eu também posso fazer isso?
What do you care? Our names will go down in the history books next to Newton and Einstein.
Of course, Professor Semonov. This is all worth it.
So Chernobylite is some kind of sentient, multi-dimensional organism. And Tanya can communicate with it. This is... I can't even wrap my head around this.
E tu que é o cientista não sabe, então imagina eu. O reflexo dessa madeira, velho. Em algum lugar no mundo fraxial, 21 de dezembro de 2012. Caraca, tá muito lindo isso. Olha.
It's been so long, my love. Why can't I hear you anymore? Since you gave birth to the boy and fell into a coma. You used to visit me in my dreams. I miss our conversations. I miss you, Tanya. Sometimes, I think I lost my way in all this. Lost myself.
Caramba, velho. Isso aqui é a Tatiana, meu Deus do céu, já tô... Tá tudo errado isso aqui.
We both made so many sacrifices, and now I'm not even sure
Ah, tá
we'll reach the
viva.
end of this road. But this is our only chance to be together. You cannot lose hope now. Please, just let Semenov have what he wants. Give it to him, and then we can have each other.
Poor bastard. It seems his delusion keeps him going. But I need to focus. I have to find out what Tanya is supposed to give to Semenov.
Falta um documento, né? Ela tá viva, velho. Semenov, o Boris, será que foi o Boris que se escondeu lá em algum buraco de minhoca? Ministério do Luxo, QG do NAR, 8 de março de 2019, noite.
It's fascinating, Professor Semenov, really. But I'm here to discuss business, not scientific curiosities. Our investors need to see a return on their investment.
You don't need to worry about that. It can be monetized in ways they can't even imagine.
Caramba.
But that's just the thing. These people don't like surprises. They want to know precisely what to expect. New types of weapons, medicine, a new means of transportation.
All of that, and more. You can tell your precious investors that the millions they're pouring into our project will come back to them as billions.
And what about the Duga radar? It's been drawing all kinds of unnecessary attention over the years. These dark tourists and those damn stalkers.
It has served its purpose. You can scrap it and make razors for all I care. We've got Amelieva now. She's the ultimate conduit.
Caramba. Coitada.
What we have in the works right now, it will transform the NAR into the biggest conglomerate in the world. It's going to be $1 trillion business. we will use Amelieva to stabilize the gate to another world, the Chernobylite's world. And once we are able to travel there, this will be a revolution unlike anything humanity has ever witnessed.
Caramba, tudo se trata de poder. Vou tirar uma print disso, velho. Tá muito lindo, velho. Meu Deus do céu. Será que agora eu vou
You
conseguir?
could call it an ontological shock.
Untello what? Never mind. Okay, as long as you find a safe way of putting a dollar sign on it, you've got the permission of the board. But, you know, just keep your feet on the ground, okay, Professor? We're here to make money, not destroy the world or cause shocks of any kind.
I've got it all under control. Everything is in place, and our patient zero is ready.
Dear God, so that's what Semenov needs Tanya for? Stabilizing a wormhole? A gate to the origin of Chernobylite. I need to get to the power plant and find her fast, before he can carry out this insane plan. Who knows what can happen to her, or to the world? I've got to make a plan, and move fast.
Por isso que ele não me disse onde é que ela tava. Safada. Ele ia me dizer nunca. Agora já tá morto também. O que vai acontecer agora? Essa é a minha pergunta. Dia 36, avança mais um dia. Os documentos eu não consegui. Mulher de vestido vermelho, consegui uma conquista. Aqui falta só uma pista. E aqui também. E agora? Será que nós vamos poder fazer as coisas? Só salvar aqui. 15 Chernobylite tem. Só me resta fazer o plano agora.
Everyone, it's time to hit the power plant.
Vamos ver o que vai acontecer
We
agora.
all know it's not going to be easy. We tried before, and not everyone made it. But this time we're smarter and better prepared. I know we can do this. We have to do this. It's the only way we can find Tatiana and end NAR.
Mousy, you're talking about striking at the heart of the Rat King. But have you learned everything possible about
Falta só 2 documentos, cara. Não é
I
possível.
have evidence that NAR was conducting Chernobylite experiments back in the 90s. Tatiana and her baby were 2 of their subjects.
Ah, agora foi, ó.
With the rate at which their technology is progressing, soon, nothing will be able to stop them. We must act now.
What about that black mask-wearing motherfucker? Have you identified
Esse aí é o Boris.
His name is Boris Glukov. He, Tatiana, and I were close friends until he betrayed us. He helped the KGB gather evidence against Tatiana, then continued to work for NAR after my accident. He experimented on himself with Chernobylite and ended up with great power. He's strong, one of the strongest, but we can beat him. Together.
I like the pep talk, Professor. I think you even gave me a bit of a chub. But do we have the right people for the job?
Yes, we do. We've got everything we need to infiltrate the power plant. This is much bigger than anything any of us has done before. If you want to back out, this is your chance.
one organization holding this much power is against everything I believe in? And besides, this is personal for me.
Boa.
Count me in.
You know how I feel. The Rat King must be stopped at all costs, Mousy. I'm in.
I
Boa.
started out doing this for a paycheck, but I'm going to end it for my brother in arms.
Boa. Porra, falta só a
Like
Olga,
you think
velho.
I'm gonna back out now and miss the best part?
Aí,
Fuck no.
velho.
I'm with you, Igor.
I appreciate your trust. We can't count on the element of surprise, but we know enough
agora?
about NAR's vulnerabilities to make this work. Time and again, NAR has shown they would rather capture than kill me. We can use this to our advantage. We'll dress somebody up as an NAR officer, escorting a prisoner. Me. That's our ticket inside. We have 2 NAR uniforms, both male. Any takers?
I'll do it. I have no problem posing as an NAR officer. My hand is still giving me trouble, but I can deal with it.
You
Tá.
should take someone who can keep his cool when things go sideways, as they inevitably do. Trust me on that.
Tá.
You're not seriously thinking about going without me? I'm a blast at parties. Ask anyone.
Tá, escolheu o Oliver.
All right, we still have 1 more uniform. Any takers?
E o Mikhail.
NAR must have upgraded its digital defense perimeter and surveillance system by now. A skillful hacker should be able to at least temporarily disable them.
I'm your man, Mousy. The great Ratcatcher has blessed me with a knack for that kind of thing. Electronics, surveillance, computers. There's no one better than me.
I
Tá.
need someone to cover our asses in case we
Ah,
end up
que
in the
bom.
shit.
Agora tá dando certo, cara.
Someone who can take down a target from a distance, or at least create a diversion.
Firearms are my preferred method of solving problems, but I can definitely distract them.
My shooting's impaired since I injured my hand, but I can manage.
Tá, vou deixar o Sástico.
Last but not least, a spy. I want someone to monitor NAR
Ah,
activities
tem que ter todo
and
mundo, ó,
keep
porque
us
falta
informed about their moves.
I've been watching these assholes fight the reflection for years. I know how they think. I'm your guy. I know the power plant like a boy knows the woods behind his house. Let me take care of it.
Procura
I don't
ninguém.
really think we need this kind of support. Just stick to them. Does everyone know what to do?
Vambora. Ver o que vai dar agora. Agora a gente vai chegar longe agora.
You've already tried and failed, Igor. Perhaps there's a better way. Let me show you something.
Ah, falta só a Olga, velho. Com a Olga dava pra fazer tudo. Tá, vamos começar do começo.
Every decision you made during this mission lies before you. Revisit your
Agora vai dar
choices
bom.
and change them at your
You
will.
gained access to the
Ponder
power
your
plant by
mistakes
killing the guards
and
at the
make
main
them
gate.
right. Finish your mission and find me, Igor.
Ah, agora eu tô com a galera. Agora vai dar certo. Vamos ver, né? Acho que eu abro o caminho.
There are a few sentries outside the gate. That's obstacle number 1.
Since I was a kid, I've always wanted to shoot someone in the head with a silence rifle. So elegant, so efficient. All you have to do is give the order. Don't forget that you're a prisoner, Igor. Downcast, hopeless. Use this to our advantage.
Tá, onde tá fingir de prisioneiro.
Okay, showtime. This better work.
É hora do show, porra.
Who goes there?
Stand down, Private, and clear the way. I'm escorting this stalker to his interrogation.
Yes, sir. You can find the brass in the tent behind the gates. I assume you know the way?
Deu certo.
I've taught you how to change past events. It's time to use that knowledge again. Try, fail, learn, repeat.
Não, vamos continuar. Eu não sei o que acontece. Nunca cheguei com todo mundo aqui. Falta só alga.
But it's getting harder now. NAR's upgraded some of the old security features.
Quem é que vai desbloquear isso aí agora? O Tarakan, né? O Tarakan tem manja dos... O que vai acontecer?
Security checkpoint. What used to be a radiation detector is now a biometric scanner. Clever.
I already found the right database. I'll upload your biometric data, and you can walk right through.
They're behind cover. I can't take them all from this distance. But I could pop up those fuel tanks a few hundred meters behind your position. You can slip through it in the chaos. Bad thing is, I'll have to give up this position.
Once those gates read my biometrics, my cover will be blown. We need to convince them somehow that we're friendlies.
Nossa, sobrecarregar os portões. É hora de fazer sua magia especialista. Criar uma distração. Não me canso de vernar correr atrás do próprio rabo. Será bem útil. Desconsiderar segurança. Não. Fazer o... Manda bala.
One moment. Yes. Done and done. Those gates won't be a problem, Mousy.
Time to move. With a little luck, they won't notice us.
E agora? O que vai acontecer? Deu certo, velho. Agora sim. Não tem ninguém aqui dessa vez. Eu quero ver o que vai acontecer aqui agora.
The entrance should be very close. It's a large metal door to the tech access corridor. Nothing I can't handle.
Remember the charges I prepared for breaching security doors? Powerful, but quiet.
Uhum.
Like sticking a curling iron into a pound of butter. Or maybe you want to save them for later.
Tá.
Damn! If I force the lock, it'll trigger the alarm. This will be tough.
I can try to remotely unlock the door without tripping the alarm, but no guarantees. You'll have to move very quickly, Mousy.
The lock is wired to the alarm system, but Sashko's charges will destroy both the lock and the trigger mechanism. I should be fine.
Tá, vamos detonar então. Todas as vezes que eu fiz isso deu certo.
Charges armed. Stay back.
Deu certo ou não? Vambora. Ah, vai dar pra me mudar de novo?
Another life lost because of you. What happened to your grand plans? Your companion is about to meet his end in this reality. You should figure out what led to this so you can plan accordingly next time.
Oxi, quem que morreu? Ah, tinha um sniper.
This had to happen, Igor. You need to be saved. We all need to be saved.
Did you just...
Foi ela que matou.
She asked me to save you from the worst fate imaginable.
Have you lost your goddamn mind? You're not making any sense.
You can run, Igor, but you cannot hide from this.
Tá, ela matou.
Fuck! The electronics are sizzling as if they're going to explode.
Ela matou um deles.
Expected, Mousy. The power plant's electrical system is antiquated, falling apart. We should find a way to short-circuit the power.
I have access to the circuit board. Perhaps I can cut power to the nearest corridor.
Have you been listening, Mousy? I can turn off the entire sector remotely, no problem. I'll only leave the light on at your location.
I could run to the switchboard and shut the whole thing down, but you might as well call that suicide.
Cortar energia. Tá. Não, deixa ele fazer. Faz o Tarakan aí.
Today, the darkness is our friend, Mousy. You're completely now safe.
Boa. Bora. Eu desliguei tudo aquela hora. Ele desliga só o que precisa. Aí ele some. Acho que não pode morrer ninguém. Não sei se foi o Mikael ou se foi o Oliver que morreu. Cansado de passar por aqui já. Quero ver o que tem além disso aqui. Tava me esperando. Ah, além disso aqui a gente já sabe o que é, né? Tem os...
We're getting close to the reactor floor. I think we managed to dodge the main security detail. As long as we maintain our cover, we should be good.
Ele não pode morrer, senão eu perco meu disfarce. E aqui que dá problema.
I'm in the Golden Corridor. It looks like NAR beefed up security after our little escapade. Not unexpected.
Going in guns blazing is going to be a huge risk for you. I can kill them alright, but then I need to make myself scarce.
If they actually buy our officer-prisoner dress-up game at this stage, then these fuckers are as dumb as a glass hammer.
Tentar passar, enganar os guardas. Um disfarce pode ser nossa melhor opção. Estamos preparados para isso. Chegamos de longe demais para correr risco.
Let's try the prisoner escort charade. Just act bored.
Manda bala, Mikael.
Stop right there. I don't recognize you, soldier. We quell the storm? And ride the thunder. We captured a Western spy, comrade. The bosses want to question him. Okay, go ahead.
Boa, Mikael. Daqui pra frente, não, a gente avançou mais, né? Na porta ali, depois da porta. Caramba, estamos quase conseguindo chegar lá. Sem a Olga, mas acho que não vai dar sem ela. É aqui que dá problema.
Damn. We need to get past these scientists.
I've still got some of Tarracon's charges. One well-placed explosion would trip the alarm and all the happy little geeks would run for their lives. Of course, that means I'll have to bug out too.
NAR eggheads don't listen to soldiers. We have to trick the fuckers into leaving this room.
Tá, vamos tentar... Vamos tentar passar como um fantasma na noite. Vamos entrar, estamos chegando perto. Hora da última etapa da minha jornada. Vamos tentar fazer o que o Mikael falou.
What are you doing here? This is a restricted area.
Ah, shit.
Security, we have an intruder on site. Intruder, sound the alarm.
Ah, não deu certo. Vamos matar eles. Que bosta.
You failed. You let your friend down. You let me down. Thanks to your planning, your companion's existence is about to end in this timeline.
Tá, aqui não dá pra passar disfarçado.
Mikael, no! Oh, fuck! Poor bastard!
That's too bad.
Mikael, tell me you're still breathing, you crazy bastard!
It's over for him, Igor. We need to carry on.
Ficou só o Sasco. O tamanho. Cadê esse arrombado? Cadê esse cara? Ali, ó. Vai ter que carregar. Acabou a bala. Acabou? Acabou minha bala também. Bom, se eu morrer, pelo menos eu vou ter que levar alguma coisa. Tá, aqui já não dá pra me disfarçar aqui. Eu acho que tem que cortar energia mesmo. Vamos ver até onde eu vou. Aqui tinha o veneno, né? O Tarakan que me matava aqui. Mais outra porta.
Mousy, the ventilation duct should not be secured. The Rat King is watching and waiting. I can feel it.
I can use the charges to disrupt the power supply. There's an auxiliary generator, but you should have a few moments to get past before it kicks in.
Cortar energia. Abrir a porta sozinho. A última vez que eu abri, acho que explodiu, né? Corta energia.
Get the ball rolling, Sashko. I'm going. No need to wish me luck. I make my own. One mistake. One fucking mistake.
Ele morreu.
Sashko? What's going on? They didn't catch me. They could never catch me. But they got me anyway. I can't get up, Igor. This is... The game is over for me.
Que bosta.
I'm going to... It's too late for that. I had a good run. You're on your own now, okay? Shit.
We're so close. Listen, don't give up, Sashko. Sashko?
Que merda, que eu não cheguei, hein? Caramba, isso aqui é tudo...
Are you seeing those creatures? I hope the bars hold.
Tá, tem essa porta aí. Ficou só o Tarakan agora comigo. É só aquela porta mesmo que dá.
I might be able to open the gate from this panel, but there's a chance I'll release the things in those cages as well.
So this is the heart of darkness. Just as menacing as I imagined it to be. I will gladly burn it all to the ground. The NAR will track me down afterwards, but I don't care. I have reached my destination, Igor.
Hackear para sair. Parece que servem especialistas. Abrir portão. Eu mesmo faço isso. Não deve ser tão difícil, né? Parece que está escrito Billy ali 2. Hackei.
Behold, Mousy. In a brief moment, everything will shut down and the door open to you.
Inclusive essa que estão atrás de mim.
Has been the adventure of a lifetime. Thank you, Igor. Now you must face the Rat King's ultimate secret alone. Mousy, Igor, the rats found me. I tried to fight them off, but there were so many.
Tarakan! What's going on?
I made my last stand. Now, the great rat catcher is calling me. It's all up to you now, my boy. Don't waste your chance.
Tarakan? Tarakan! Oh my god!
Tô sozinho agora. Morreu todo mundo. Que bosta, velho.
You heard the man move. The priority is to protect the lab.
Damn. Looks like we'll have to fight our way out. These guys are the last thing standing between me and Tatiana. I can't back down now. I'll fight my way in if I have to. There's no other choice.
Não tem outra escolha, eu também não tenho mais munição. Tem só a pistola, velho. É agora. Caraca. Tomar um remédio aí que deu bosta. Pega 12, que eles estão tudo pertinho. Ai, carrega. Ah, me matou. Caraca. Tem que ter todo mundo, não adianta.
Igor, it's not the end. I won't let it end like this. Go, die, fade, portal, help, die, Igor.
Agora tem mais opções. Pra me conversar com todo mundo. Vamos ver o que vai acontecer. Perdi meu colete de novo. Ali ficou amarelo, ó. Tá, isso eu já sei. Por que ficou amarelo?
While searching Tarakan's hideout, you disarmed his traps, leaving the place vulnerable to the NAR. You considered rearming the traps, but feared they could be set off by a civilian. Because of that fear, you decided not to rearm the traps. Let's make it shake.
I know you're when you're dad, the rat kid. You never know. The man is clearly unstable. Don't play his games. Don't set traps.
Tá. Só refiz essa... Ali mudou, ó. Pá, agora sim. O que mudou aqui?
Gorgi told you where to find the plans for the power plant, but the NAR got wind.
Tá.
Let's try again.
Vamos só refazer as escolhas. No final a gente consegue dialogar com o Black Stalker, eu acho. Nossa. Dá puletada na cara. Não usar nada, tentar acalmá-lo. Continuar durão, não usar nada, tentar acalmá-lo. Se eu quero ficar.
Sure, we're developing. You may find yet we are treat these, if anything, perfect. Excuse me, Kaminyuk.
Tá. Só que eu não tinha pegado esse documento ainda. Não, acho que eu já tinha pegado sim. Aqui já também mudou de novo.
You successfully brought the food back, but were unsure if you could tell Olga about Kostya. Perhaps you could have asked her to join you? You decided to tell her that Kostya's dead, and now
Ah, tá, vamos fazer aquela alteração, cadê? Não é aqui. Não é aqui. É aqui, ó.
you reached the supply.
Deixa ele vivo.
Let's read.
Hey, don't.
Hands where I can.
What?
You'll have to be a lot.
All right, all of those.
And what?
One thing obvious. Here, you're
How did you?
I'm
Who's that?
so who? Yeah,
Just enough.
yeah.
Pronto. Aí, agora sim.
You successfully brought. You decided to tell her that Kostya's dead, and now Olga.
Pera.
You met Kostya. He was captured and held prisoner by the NAR. He asked you to release him, but you hesitated, wanting more time to think it through. You left him to rot in jail.
Tem que zerar essa memória, tem que deixar ele solto.
This guy is sketchy and gives me a let's leave him here. If he's as skilled as he says he is, he can make it back.
All right.
Thanks.
Tá. Pronto.
Kostya asked you to give him food for the Samoshils so he could incapacitate Matvey. You felt his plan was unacceptable and refused.
Tá, só vamos reviver pra
Let's read.
You have the supply.
manter as mesmas decisões.
All right, look.
Go on.
But don't make much that. I'm if you.
Before
I trust.
Dizer não. Tá, é essa que eu fiz. Tá, e essa aqui.
You successfully brought the food back, but weren't sure what.
Vou reviver ela.
Are you ready?
I retreat. How about joining?
And I could use some lead the way.
I'll.
Fechou.
You found Galeb. What will you do with him?
Desbloquear memória.
You found Galeb. You released him.
Tá, não vou mexer.
You found a computer with data from.
Bloquear memória. Show, só tem que ir revivendo.
Destroyed the If you'd like to see how this could.
Listen to me. It won't bring my mother back, but you need to down. This is the.
Vou deixar as mesmas escolhas. Tem que ver no final o que eu vou conseguir fazer.
good call. What have you?
Tá.
The Blackstock.
Agora eu vou poder questionar ele. Tem que reviver isso aqui só.
You and your team had two options. You made the choice to kidnap.
Tá, vamos só escolher sequestrar ele de novo.
Let's change.
I agree, maybe, but the only way.
No talk anything else. How could you just? We have.
Okay.
Pronto. Mantive todas as minhas decisões. E agora só tem que mudar essa aqui, ó. Deixa eu ver se eu vou conseguir.
Blackstalker accused.
Vamos ver se eu consigo mexer nisso. Tá todo mundo comigo agora.
The Blackstalker
Aí,
accused
agora
you of being
sim.
an NAR puppet. You denied it.
Vamos ver se eu consigo mexer nessa memória.
Rearrange the time.
I told you to.
You're listening. It's
Revelar quem ele é. A gente não ouviu essa escolha aqui.
You underestimate me, old friend. Yes, I know it's you, Boris. What happened to you? We had our differences back in the day, but we were also good friends, the three of us. Tatiana has always been the most important person in my life. That's true. But that doesn't mean I don't care about anyone else. About my friends.
Friends? Sure. Sure, Boris and Igor, bosom comrades to the end. Cross my heart and all that. It's really bizarre to see you claiming something that doesn't belong to you. If only you knew.
I honestly have no idea what you're talking about, but I don't care. I will find Tatiana. If I have to go through you to do so, I will.
You're not lacking in courage, Igor. But courage without knowledge is indistinguishable from stupidity. Do you understand what you're up against? I know you talk to those half-wits in my lab. Their indiscretion cost them their lives, by the way.
You killed them for telling me that crazy theory of yours? That Chernobylite is an organism so powerful it can produce singularities and wormholes inside its own multi-dimensional body?
Believe what you want. But how do you hope to challenge such power if you can't even defeat me? You're so far out of your depth, you don't even realize.
Vamos ver então.
That was impressive, what you did back there. You faced a monster and survived. Not everyone can say that. And you two have history, right? Damn. Respect, man. Really.
Thanks, I guess.
But keep your eyes on the prize, okay? We're not done quite yet.
Praise the great rat catcher in the skies. You faced the devil himself and survived.
Yes.
Será que ele vai embora dessa vez?
Don't worry. I could never believe that you were the Rat King, or even a lesser rat. You have a pure heart. I trust you.
Aí, caraca.
Now, we know exactly what we're up against. Chernobylite is the evil that descended upon this world. It's the true face of the Rat King. Listen to me, Igor. Whatever the cost, we have to destroy it.
Agora sim. Ficou só o Mikhail que ficou ruim. O resto tá tudo bom. É só neutro, né? Acho que agora dá pra nós fazer, hein? Acho que agora vai. Vou verificar aqui, ver se tá tudo certo. Todas as memórias. Nem acredito, acho que agora vai dar certo. Tudo show. Agora vai, hein? Deixa eu ver aqui que vai lá pro outro lado daí. Vai lá pra ponta, eu acho, é. Bora. (36) eu acho, nós vamos. Eu acho que tinha tempo pra mim fazer isso. Talvez isso afete o final, com certeza. 36. Tinha só 30. Faltou só 2, cara. Todo mundo aqui. Tá, aqui não tem mais nada. Tá, só ficou ruim e me caiu só. Bom, vou fazer o seguinte, esse vídeo tá muito grande. Eu vou finalizar ele por aqui. E no próximo a gente vê o que vai acontecer no final. Eu acredito que agora seja o final do jogo. Não tem mais nada pra me fazer, além dos 2 documentos ali que faltam. Bom, se você gostou do vídeo, não esquece de deixar o like. Comenta aí o que você achou. Compartilha também esse vídeo. Se não gostou também pode deixar o dislike, não tem problema. Se você é novo aqui no canal e gostou do vídeo, não esquece de se inscrever aqui embaixo e deixar o like. É tudo de graça, me ajuda muito, me apoia muito. Não esquece de ativar o sininho também para receber os vídeos. E é isso, não esqueçam de beber água. Principalmente se você passa muito tempo na frente do PC, jogando ou trabalhando. E não esqueçam de praticar o hábito de ler alguma coisa, independente do que seja. Não sendo no PC ou no celular, seja no papel. Tá valendo. É isso aí. Valeu e até o próximo vídeo. Falou!